Hello everyone, I am Dust. It's been a little while since I have done a review here, but this is one I just wanted to do for the new expansion coming out, One Night in Kharazhan, of course. We have seen 45 new cards been added to the collection and released. There is nothing else to be added, and I just wanted to actually talk about 3 which I think would potentially break the meta. Basically have my say before they come out to see if it's true or not, or just, you know, get your guys' opinions before the actual release is here. So let's get straight to it. I've made a couple of decks I think that these new specific cards I want to talk about could fit into. And first up, let's go straight to it. We will go to Arena Mage. We have seen this beforehand, but with one card in particular I want to discuss, which is this beast. Medivh, the 8 mana 7/7 Medivh the Guardian. This is my first of the 3 cards which I think are kind of meta breaking, but this is the first one because it's on a condition. I think my prediction for this new expansion, you're going to see an even more aggressive meta than you had before, because there are some insanely greedy cards like this one, for example, and there hasn't been a whole lot of controlling spells, but there have been a few. So if the meta slows down, this is going to be the absolute card to beat, because it's not the 8 mana 7/7, it is the Atiesh, the 3 mana 1/3 weapon. Just because weapons are so hard to deal with, everyone's going to be taking in a Kharazhan or a Acidic Swampooze just to deal with this. If you're playing a control deck, you just have to, because if you're playing a control deck and you come against this, the value you can get from it is actually insane. We know that removal spells are at like an all-time low, so having something that after you cast a random spell, or after you cast a spell, summon a random minion of that cost, lose 1 durability. So I'm not saying you're going to see stuff in like Control Warrior, we're going to be playing upgrades and stuff to buff this up, because that's just inefficient. You know, if they're going to do that, you just play a Youthful Brewmaster to bring back Medivh the Guardian on like turn 10, and then start pumping out the minions with Atiesh. But if it's in a more aggressive meta, they're going to try and stop you before this point. But if it is control, you might see decks like this. We've seen Arena Mage before, it has not done that great, but you know, this is just a quick deck I've whipped up here just to kind of show, you know, the example of what you can see. We've got a Reno Jackson here, which is for the health gain, and then you have a selection of expensive spells. I mean, depending how aggressive the meta is, you might not go for this, but you know, Pyroblast, you're going to be getting a random 10 mana minion, so you know, you're getting one of these buttes. So, well, they're not even that good, so you might not even go with the Pyroblast. But like Archery for Farm can guarantee a 10 mana spell. You've got the Cabalist Tome, which can give you a bunch of spells, so you can just keep pumping out stuff with Atiesh. Mage doesn't have any weapons by default, so I think that Medivh, if it was a controlling meta, would be absolutely fantastic in Mage. And I was going to say Priest, but we've seen the cards that they've got released, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. But they've got access to like Mind Control and, you know, the expensive stuff. But I think this could be a real contender. Reno Medivh Mage, if stuff slowed down, like the value you can get is just a little bit insane. Depending how slow it was, you might try with the Youthful Brew, but I think that's just, you know, it's just too specific and you wouldn't bother with it. But I think that's going to be one of the extremely interesting cards that have come from this set. So let's move swiftly on to our next one. That's why we're one card short, because we need Medivh. It's not released yet. But this is the second one. A lot of people have speculated on it. I think you could very much see something like this. I have run a deck like it before, but here I've left 4 spaces, because there are 2 cards coming out which would fit perfectly into this. Running this deck before, it struggled with early game, and now you've got that, and that's a loud card. That's going to be beautiful. The Enchanted Raven, a 1 mana 2/2 beast. Fantastic start for this deck. We haven't seen actually a 1 mana 2/2 printed. You've seen a 1 mana 3/2 in the form of Flame Imp, but that takes 3 health from your hero. So this is pretty next level. I've included here stuff like Mark of Yasiraj, because, you know, this deck's full of beasts. So you're going to draw a card, give a minion +2/+2. You're going to be able to actually trade early on with Druid. You know, this is pretty insane stuff, but it is not the full power of the beast. No. The full power, and I think I'm going to claim it as the most broken card of this expansion, is Menagerie Warden. I think this card is absolutely insane. 6 mana 5/5 Battlecry, choose a friendly beast, summon a copy of it. That's very important, it's a copy. You're not summoning the exact same, you know, you're not summoning a beast from fresh. So if you've got a Druid of the Claw and you've got a 5 mana 4/6 Taunt out, and they damage it, so it's a 5 mana for 1 taunt, it's going to summon it in its current state, which can be good or bad. If you're running stuff like Wild Walker, well, there's only 1 current in this deck instance, it might be 2. I didn't find it performed well beforehand, but you know, if you get a Jewel of the Claw with Wild Walker, you're going to have a 4 mana 4/9 taunt if it's fresh, and you can see in addition here Stranglethorn Tiger. This means that on turn 5 you've got a 5/5 stealth beast that, you know, people can't deal with. You know, it's very rare. You can see only a few stuff that is randomly targetable, like Sabotage or Deadly Shot. So that's all that can touch it, really. So turn 5 you can play Stranglethorn. Turn 6 you hit with a Stranglethorn and you play this, and on turn 6 you have 3 5/5 minions, which is pretty insane, especially with removal being so reduced in its current state. You're going to see very few classes that can deal with that. Like, it's an insane amount of stats. I know it's not quite the 4 mana 7/7 that Shaman has, but you know, this is terrifying. You're just going to see, you know, this doesn't even have to be in the beast format. You can just see decks with insane amount of early ramp, you know, Wild Growth, the Mirekeeper, and even Darnassus might be included, just to get to this point as quickly as possible. Because if this is like turn 4, you can't deal with that, and you know, 15 damage 2 turns, you're dead. So I think that is going to be the absolute insane card. You know, it's just, it's gonna be a scary time. But I think that these are the 3. I mean, there was a couple of other honourable mentions here, but the, you know, the 3 mana 4/3 minion that you can't take damage on your turn, you're immune, and you know, but I don't think that's going to break the meta. You know, like with Warlock, you can tap for free, but these are the big scary beasts. Enchanted Raven, Menandre, Warden. I think Druid's going to be really scary overall. They had a Portal card, Restore 6 health, summon a random 6-drop as well. But they had the best out of the bunch. But this is the one to watch out for in the new meta, is my opinion. But I'm not really that fussed on Barnes and stuff like that. But all your top 3 cards. Those are going to be mine: Enchanted Raven, Menandre Warden, and Medivh if the meta allows it. I think you're going to see much more aggressive, or you know, you're going to see the disappearing of like mid-range. To be honest, you know, you're going to have all-out aggro or all-out control. But let me know what you guys thought, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. See you later.